What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I did a custom showcase video. I have this one here for you today, and I also have two more that are in the works, and I got a couple more Ultimate Editions that are also in the works. But the next two customs are already done. I'm just going to wait to upload them. But the first one we're going to be talking about here today, as you can tell by the thumbnail and the title, is going to be an Ultimate Edition version of Swerve Strickland from his Revolution 2024 match. So let's go ahead and get right on into it. Alright, so the reason I chose to have this Swerve made was because I was actually at that event. I was like second or third row, which is pretty insane. You can go back and look. I was wearing a Scott Hall or a Razor Ramon shirt the whole entire time, which was so stupid, but I was having so much fun. But he did not have the AEW title at that event. He did not win it at that event. So there's no need to include it. So as you see, I went with the Ultimate Edition Mr. T torso, which works for me. I don't like the entire proportions of it, but I can learn to live with it. The arms, I was told to not have the arms painted, but I chose to go ahead and have it done so it would be accurate to the event that I was at, because it kind of holds a special place in my heart. The head isn't perfect. I do want to get a custom head that has the hair tied back, more so than just his Mattel basic head. But you could also use the head from his Unrivaled figure as well. But like I said, this top to bottom is an Ultimate Edition Mr. T except for the head. The tattoo decals are provided by Curb Stomp City decals. You see the chest, the rib, the stomach, shoulder, the hand, and then the tattoo on the back. It was yeah, all completed and applied by my buddy Alpha Action Figs. You guys know I have him do all of my work because I have such a good reputation with him, and I love his work. Like I said, the attire is from Revolution 2024. It has the Swerve logo that he wore to that specific event. It has Swerve the Realist on the back, and on this side you have Hangman bloodied with what is that, like crossbones going through his head, because that is who he fought for this match. Now, the decals that came from Curb Stomp, the knee pads were too big. They would not properly fit on the knee pads, so I told him to just freehand a design on there that kind of matches, and he did that and sealed it and put the glitter on there. Same with the calves. These are accurate though. And I did not use the Ultimate Edition boots on here. These are just random boots, I think, from an Ilya Dragunov base. And I'm satisfied with it. Let's see if I can get that knee pad to slide up. Yeah. But it looks so good. It was a very striking attire. I wish the decals and the paintwork was a hair more saturated, because it was such an iconic gear. Maybe it was just because I was there and I have a sweet spot for it. But in that match, he fought with Hangman Adam Page, which is just a custom I had made. Or I didn't have, I just put a head on it and a tank top. Nothing special, doesn't represent anything actual, but it's just something dumb I did. And then he fought he fought Samoa Joe, and this is my custom Ultimate Edition. And I think these three look very, very well beside each other. I am not a fan of the Jazzwares bodies, the figures. I don't like the way that they move. I have a lot of issues with them, but that's a story for a different day. So I have some Mattel customs of the guys that I like in order to make it better, of course. But let's go ahead and compare him to his Unrivaled figure. Now, the Unrivaled figure is based off how he looked a couple years ago, so it's not entirely accurate. I do see that mine is just a hair too tall, and I think the other one, the Jazzwares one, is also too tall. There's definitely more detail in the tattoos on Curb Stomp's decals. That's just how it goes. But I have thought about popping this head off and putting it on the Mr. T body, even though the skin tone does not entirely match. And this isn't technically an interchangeable head. I would have to heat this up, and then when you do that, you run the risk of it breaking, or you run the risk of paint chipping, or just, it opens so many more issues because it's just how it is. But I do like the part choice I made. I wish now, looking back, instead of the painted on belt, I wish I would have picked a body with a molded on belt, just for you know, like more accuracy. But I'm definitely pleased. I think these arms are too small for Swerve, but I think the ones I use may have been a hair too big. Somewhere in the middle there would have been a nice fit. But I mean, I think this does really well for a custom. Obviously, 9 times out of 10 you're going to want to go with the official release, but I do, like I said, I do have a soft spot since I was actually at the event ringside, and it is not the only custom I have had made from Revolution 2024, because it was so cool. It's the first AEW pay-per-view I've ever been to, and you guys know I'm not even an AEW fanboy, but it is just something I thoroughly enjoyed. I had the chance to get the tickets for a fairly affordable price, so I said, yeah, sure, and it was close enough to home that I didn't have to go like way out of state. I just had to go one state over. So it is what it is, but I want to know what you guys think, how it stands against the official release here. And then we are going to do one more comparison. Now, this is where the height issue comes in a little more. Let's go ahead and put the AEW title back on Swerve. You got to give the champion proper respect. If I can get that on there. I always have a hard time putting the AEW titles on figures, and I do not know why. I don't have as much issue with Mattel. Some of them I do. But I'm to the point where I just prefer the custom titles that people make with the Velcro. It's so easy to get on and off, and I do like it. But there's the title that honestly might fall off. Who cares at this point? But I do want to compare him, since all 3 of them have been released, to the Hit Row Basics. I took I'm working on a custom Elite Top Dollar or AJ Francis. This is where he is too tall. Top Dollar should be taller than Swerve. So that is a mistake on my part. And then we have the newest one of the bunch. That would be B-Fab. I think she scales very, very well with Hit Row. And like, everybody says that like basics suck, but like these are some of the best basics that have honestly been released. And basics are back. And I just realized I put the AEW title on upside down, so please no comments there. And then we'll go ahead and put up Ashante the Adonis with them, and you will see that he scales pretty well as well. I do like that. I just took, I think, the glasses from the, what's it called, the Brother Love Elite, and I threw him on there. But that is Hit Row in its entirety. Like I said, you see him up against his former team, but I really and truly care most about this representation with Samoa Joe and Swerve Strickland. Man, those were a good set of matches. And here are 2 solid custom Ultimate Editions. But that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed another episode of Custom Showcase. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and last but not least, take it easy.